Hello friends, my name is Jennifer Terri. I'm with Philippine Travel Updates. Let's hear the travel rules for the month of January 2022. The IATF made this announcement this afternoon. And what are the red list countries? What are the green list countries? Is there a change of protocol? I'll give it to you straightforward. There is no change of protocol. Alright, let's start. What countries are on red list? So these countries, there are 6 countries on red list for the next 15 days, January 1 to 15. So that is Eswatini, Lesotho, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, and Spain. So travelers po coming from these countries will not be able to enter the Philippines starting January 1. Even if you're a Filipino citizen, only Filipinos to repatriation or bayanihan flight are allowed. So let's say po you are coming from you're coming from Spain. If you have an urgent need to travel po for January 1 to 15, it's best to contact the embassy. So countries that were on red for December 15 to 31, they're no longer red list. So for example, Andorra, Northern Mariana Islands, South Africa, France, Reunion, Switzerland, Monaco, and San Marino, they are no longer red list countries starting January 1. They will be yellow list. So for kababayans who are stuck in Switzerland or France, you may enter the Philippines starting January 1. Okay? Yes po, even if red list noon, pero pag naging yellow list, automatically, pwede ka nang pumasok. Yan. But for 6 countries, these countries, red list po. Moving forward, these are the protocols for red list countries. I will not go into detail. Just watch it to your screen po if you're coming from red list and going home through bayanihan or repatriation. And reminder that let's say you have a transit in Spain or any of the red list countries, do not worry. As long as it's only a transit, basta transit lang, layover lang, you stay inside the airport, no problem. You can still enter the Philippines and undergo the regular protocol. While green list countries, so for those coming from green list, they are entitled to a shorter quarantine. And this is the latest green list from January 1 to 15. So most countries that were on green list last time were still on green list. Let's read it. Bangladesh, Benin, Bhutan, British Virgin Islands, China, Ivory Coast, the Djibouti, Equatorial Guinea, Falkland Islands, Fiji, the Gambia, Guinea, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Kuwait, Kyrgyzstan, Liberia, Montserrat, Oman, Pakistan, Paraguay, Rwanda, Sabah, Kingdom of Netherlands, Saint Barthélemy, I don't know how to read this country, Senegal, Sierra Leone, St. Eustatius, Taiwan, East Timor, Togo, Uganda, and UAE. So naka-bold po yung mga countries na major countries. So Bangladesh is now on green list. China, matagal na yung nasa green list. Hong Kong, matagal. Indonesia, still on green list. Kuwait, yan. Oman, Pakistan. UAE po, mga kababayan rin sa UAE, green list pa rin kayo. Although you've seen a little bit of increase in your cases, green list pa rin. Unfortunately, sad news for kababayans from Japan. Japan is no longer a green country. Hindi na po green list ang Japan. Naka-list po ang Japan sa green list. So, ang Japan po is yellow list starting January 1. So, those coming from green list, here's the protocol. If fully vaccinated, 3rd-day swabbing. Yung quarantine nyo nasa 3 to 4 days. So, if you're a non-OFW, book for 3 nights. If unvaccinated or partially vaccinated or your vaccination cannot be verified, 7th day swabbing. So, mga 7 nights po yung booking natin sa hotel. While countries that were not mentioned are automatically yellow list. So, kababayans from the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, ano pa ba? Most countries from Europe, yan guys, yellow list po tayo. It's better to be yellow list guys kesa sa red list. US, France, countries all over the world are recording highest cases nila so far So it's really worrying. Your country that is in yellow should be grateful, appreciate na lang po natin kaysa ma-red list. So yellow list, this is the protocol. It's still the same. If you're fully vaccinated, 5th day testing. So if you're a non-OFW, book for 5 nights in your accredited quarantine hotel. If unvaccinated or partial, 7 nights, and then 7th day testing. Yun pa rin. It's still the same. And the requirement of having a negative test result, yes po. So, uuwi kayo ng Pilipinas, kailangan po talaga ng negative RT-PCR test result. 72 hours po within departure. Para sa akin, the best timing na magpa-test is 2 days before your flight. In addition to this red listing and green listing update, the IATF also announced that they approved the recommendation of DFA, and vaccination cards or certificates of these countries will be accepted for shorter quarantine or interzonal travel. So let's say you're gonna travel within the Philippines, and let's say that area requires vaccination, then you can show your vaccination certificate. Many countries na are accepted, no, but these countries were just added. So those countries are Armenia, Belgium, Canada, France, Germany, Kuwait, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, Thailand, United States of America, and Oman. So if you're vaccinated in these countries po, yung vaccination card or certificate will be accepted here in the Philippines for shorter quarantine or for travel within the country. While the Philippines logged one of its highest COVID-19 cases for the last 2 months, 1,623 new COVID cases. So we're following other countries na tumataas yung cases. Do you think Omicron hasn't arrived in the Philippines, in the community? No, DOH claims that this is still Delta, but I doubt it, guys. Feeling ko may Omicron na dito. Anyways, our positivity rate is over the low risk classification. Today, we recorded 6.6%. But you guys, it's still low. So if you're worried about lockdown, no lockdown. IATF announced for the whole country po, alert level 2. Very maluwag. So no change. The freedom we are enjoying right now, the relaxed restrictions, it's still the same. Wala pong lockdown. And that's until January 15. O, di ba? Ma-enjoy nyo talaga ang New Year. Kasi maluwag po talaga. Maluwag pa din po. Yung cases ngayon, they increase, but it's not high risk, no? While DOH released a statement today on reports of individuals allegedly skipping IATF quarantine protocols, there is a very, very trending name. I can't mention her name. According to the rumors, to the chismis, this Filipina came from the US, skipped quarantine, paid the hotel, and went partying. Oh my gosh. I can't mention her name, guys. Ayaw kong makasuhan, pero yeah, if you were on Twitter or Facebook, you'd hear about her name. Anyways, I don't know if that's true. Of course, the government has no transparency. Hindi man lang mag-mention ano ba talagang nangyari. But according to the DOH, now is not the time to relax and deliberately put others in danger. Truth. Guys, we hate quarantine. We want zero quarantine. We want at least shorter quarantine. Yes, but we cannot violate no rules. No, we don't go that level, that low po. We don't do that, diba guys? We follow the rules. We show them that we are also looking after our family in the Philippines. Anyways, DOH po reminds that there is a violation of Republic Act 11332 or the mandatory reporting of notifiable disease and health events. Violators shall be dealt with in accordance with the law. They should mention what are the repercussions, the consequences if you skip quarantine. This doesn't sound scary. That's all for today, guys. You know what? I know we were disappointed. We were hoping that at least they would return or resume to 3 days quarantine for Yellowlist. Pero ngayon, guys, it's very unlikely. Malabo po. Actually, let's just appreciate that our countries were not on red list. Kasi we know that other countries with many Filipinos, tumataas talaga yung cases. Especially sa US, UK, even nga kami sa Australia, I was also worried we'd be on red list. Thankfully, hindi naman. Pero it doesn't mean na hindi na ma-red list soon. So, for now po, this is it. Red list 6 countries. Sa mga apektado po, especially sa Spain. If you have an urgent emergency travel, contact your embassy. If there is any repatriation or bayanihan flight, they will contact you or notify you. But this is all for today's new update, travel rules for the month of January 2022. I'll see you guys with another travel update po. Stay safe and God bless you. Advance Happy New Year. Bye!